So, I've been playing Skyrim a little bit, and I'm going to talk about it whilst you watch my gadget archer sneak around, shooting stuff. Never mind the idiosyncrasies of the levelling and skill system. The problem with Skyrim is that Bethesda are not brave enough to dispense with a main plot. There are two games squished together within the Skyrim box. A broader, slightly shallow sandbox experience, and a rather forgetful save-the-world plot coupon hunt. The side quests and exploration aspects of the game are strong enough to stand on their own, especially compared to the main plot, which is duller than the D&D game you ran aged 13. Before I go into why the plot is dull, I ought to warn you that it spoilers all the way down from here. You start as a prisoner, imprisoned for a crime you may or may not have committed, the same beginning as in every Elder Scrolls game. Now, I understand why they did this. It's to allow you to play any character you like, and in a way it's preferable to Dragon Age's Origins, which ceased to matter very much after the initial chapter. Your execution is interrupted by a fuck-off huge dragon which conveniently toasts everyone except a couple of NPCs who direct you through the rest of the tutorial. Which is unskippable. I feel I ought to mention that. You're then led through a series of towns, collecting plot coupons and discovering startling twists like the fact that the master of the dragon shouting scholars is a dragon himself. Later on, the remains of the Emperor's Secret Service, who told you about the ultimate MacGuffin of dragon slaying, want you to kill Parsonak's friendly dragon. They don't give you any real reason other than, we used to kill dragons lots, and he's a dragon, so he'll turn evil. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life. While this is happening, there are random dragon attacks following you around the map, and you sometimes catch the big bad in the process of resurrecting another dragon. Finally, with all coupons gathered, you travel to Sovngarde, meet up with some legendary heroes that you've never heard of before, and slay the dragon. Then you go back to the land of the living, Parsonax flies away if he's still alive, and that's it. Really, that's it. I went back to run to try and let the Jarl know. Hey, I killed the bad dragon, and all is happiness and flowers, and he just sat on his throne and went meh, while his dark elf Thane told me to stop bothering him. Actually, it would have been an improvement if he'd gone meh, at least it would have been a reaction. Random dragon attacks continue, guards continue to complain about arrows to the knees. In short, the reason that the main quest sucks is that there's no closure and the game world neither cares nor notices. Compare this to the sub-quests where you get neat toys, you often meet relatively interesting NPCs, and they have closure. Now, the main quest isn't all bad. For instance, if you haven't completed the Stormcloak or Imperial questline, there's a peace conference where you get to divvy up a few towns between the factions, and the quest for the MacGuffin of dragon slaying leads you to the truly spectacular Blackreach dungeon area. Apart from being bland, the other main failing of the main quest is that it's set up to make you feel that you should be ignoring the side quests because it's so apocalyptic. Can't save your cat, dragons are eating the world. Can't join your guild, dragons are eating the world. Save your daughter, are you mad, man? I don't have time for that. Dragons are eating the world! So, what changes would I make? In short, decide if I wanted to make an epic fantasy thing or a sandbox. If the latter, deepen the sandbox, force some choices on the player, for example, limit the max rank in a guild based on skill, on how many other guilds you're a member of, and so on. Reward the player for making those choices, give each town a nice quest chain that only unlocks if you dedicate yourself to that town. Hey, why not let the PC start their own faction to vie for control of Skyrim? Because that would be awesome. In the case of the former, the big thing is that the world needs to give a damn about what you're doing. You're not Prisoner 849, you're the Commander Shepard of Skyrim. The quest for the Dragonrend Shout should be more active, send you back in time, have you be instrumental in the creation of the shout maybe. The heroes who help you in Sovngarde should include every companion who died in your service. The sub-quests should be linked to the main quest. There should be some thought required about whether to kill Parthenax or not. The factions should come to you for help. In short, your PC should be treated as a big fish. They are the Dragonborn. There's no doubt in any NPC's mind throughout the game as it stands that your character is a Dragonborn, but they still treat you like a scrub. And that's wrong. Either of these games could be great and genuinely worthy of its Game of the Year accolades. Sadly, because we have both games crammed into one, they've both suffered. Either way though, I'd keep the ability to shout at the weather to make it nice again. That's awesome.